SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information. Hi, welcome to SBRForum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 14 in the NFL, and we're talking right now with Scott Kellen from 6centsports.com, who's got a great record with us overall on the year, 12-8 against the spread in his free picks and the videos with us. And he's also coming on strong this year at his website, 6centsports.com, as he usually does every year. Scott, thanks for being back with us.
Glad to be here, Peter. Thanks a lot.
All right. Did my promo just about cover it? Tell folks how they can get in touch with you if they want to sign up for 6centsports.com.
Yeah, they can go out to the website, 6centsports.com, and sign up right there, and I'll confirm their sign-up minutes after they sign up. As I've always said, we're very transparent. All we do is the NFL, 9 out of 11 winning years, won again last week. We're 9-4 the last 2 weeks, having a good year. And last year, I think we won the last 5 weeks of the season. We've won each of the last 2 weeks, so we seem to be in that same pattern this year as well. Obviously, situations are the backbone of my handicapping, and the numbers just get stronger, later in the year as well. So we should finish that season out strong. We post every play that we put up there 30 minutes after the game kicks off. So again, they can see who we're playing shortly after the game kicks off as well. Go out to 6centsports.com. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'd love to have you aboard for the rest of the season.
Okay, sounds great. Tennessee at Denver is the second game you've chosen, and Denver is a 12-point home favorite. I'm assuming that's going to be, a public side. Denver is awesome. They won and covered last week, so assuming that the public at least will bet Denver here, maybe the Sharps as well. And the total is 49, and the public loves to bet these Denver overs, and the Sharps do too. When there's value in this, I'm looking at why would there not be value here, right? I mean, Tennessee has had a little bit of trouble scoring their last 2 games, but the 3 games before that all went very high, 49, and then the other 2 in the 50s. And Denver's only had 2 games all year that haven't gone to the 50s, so with the total at 49, why would the over not be a good play here?
I think it is. I make the number actually 57, and that's not what I'm going to talk about, but I will lean towards the over. The only thing I'm worried about, though, in this, Peter, is right now the weather's forecast to be about 20 degrees, and it doesn't look like it's going to be real favorable. So that's the one thing I'm holding out from a weather standpoint. As we get closer here and get a little bit better idea what that weather is going to be, if that weather is not going to be a hamper on the scoring, I will play this game over as well.
Okay.
But I'm also going to play the Denver side here. Okay. And it's not often that I lay a bunch of points, although late in the season there are a few situations that do dictate laying points. And Denver qualifies in a great late season scheduling situation that's 59-19-1. It's been a tremendous system over the years. And they're basically coming home after 2 road games. And when really good teams come home after 2 road games and they're playing average teams at best late in the season, that's a very, very good situation. Now, I make the number 11 in this game, so we're giving up a little bit of line value here. Not thrilled by that, but obviously Denver's been very strong at home this year. They won every game at home this year by 16 or more, with the exception of the Kansas City game, which they won by 10. This is Tennessee's 3rd road game in a row. And Tennessee has played really 3 good teams this year. They lost at home by 9 to Kansas City, lost at home by 14 to San Francisco, and their only really tough road game, I don't really qualify Indianapolis as being tough for them right now. Their only tough road game was at Seattle. They lost that game by 7, but they were all played in that game, 6.1 yards of play to 4.3 yards of play. And if you remember, Seattle was kicking a field goal late in the first half that got blocked. Tennessee took it the other way for a touchdown. It's about a 10-point swing there. Or otherwise, they probably would have got blown out in that game as well. So Tennessee, when they've stepped up in class this year, has not performed real well. It's their 3rd road game. They're on the road playing Denver, a team that is basically just destroyed teams at home this year. And Denver is sitting in a very, very strong situation for me as well. So I'm going to make Denver to play. My only concerns with this, bad weather. We know how Peyton Manning plays in that, so that could hamper their offense a little bit. And if the weather is at least decent, I will also take a shot at the over in this game as well.
Let me ask you this then. What weather numbers would you have to see to make you feel, a little bit less confident on this play?
If I was going to be more confident, I want to make sure there's no wind. If this thing gets down to the teens, then I've got to start to worry a little bit about Peyton Manning, how he's going to react to that. If it's 25, 30 degrees and not a lot of wind, then I like the over, and I think Denver will be able to function with their offense. But get this thing into the teens and or add wind, then I would, quite frankly, start to worry about both the side and even obviously much more so the total.
Right.
I think the side, Denver's defense, since Von Miller came back, At home, I think they played 2 games at home, and they allowed like 3.8 yards of play and 4.4 yards of play in those 2 games at home with Miller there. So, ironically, when I look at the last 4 weeks or so, Denver's offense has actually been slightly below average, and their defense has been well above average. So they've kind of reversed fortunes from where they were early in the year. So I think their defense will be very strong at home, and even if the weather is not real favorable, I think Denver still has a shot to cover this number. But from a total standpoint, I think we got to see 25 to 30 degrees, and then and no wind, and then and no precipitation, and then I think this game's got a chance to cover the total as well.
All right, sounds good. Scott Kellen from 6centsports.com taking Denver -12. Thanks, Scott. Talk to you again next week.